What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Season 1 Round 2 recap for the SBL. This round, what was this round like? This was a very interesting round. You might notice a pattern in the first few battles, but before we get to the battles, we're going to introduce you guys to a few transactions that happened throughout the season. Now, throughout the season, each team is allowed 3 free agent transactions. And what these are any Pokemon that didn't get drafted during the season becomes a free agent. And at any point in the season, up to 3 times, teams can trade a Pokemon on their team for a free agent Pokemon. And the first team to do that was actually my team, the NC United. I made 2 transactions. I transferred in Skuntank and Chinchino in place of Donphan and Dunsparce. Now, when I'm losing in Donphan and Dunsparce, well, in Dunsparce I'm not losing much, to be quite honest. I'm losing a Serene Grace troll that's pretty slow, but other than that, I mean, I really just drafted Dunsparce as a gimmick anyway, so his replacement was basically Chinchino, and what I like about Chinchino is that it's really, really fast. I mean, because a lot of my team is really slow. I mean, past Chinchino, my fastest Pokemon is Latios at 110 speed. So Chinchino fills that little speed gap in my team, and I feel like it can fit pretty well. And for Donphan, I just felt like it was really redundant having 2 physically defensive ground types in my team. I mean, I know Donphan gets Rapid Spin, and I now lose that on my team. But I feel like Skuntank has a lot to offer with my team. I mean, he also gets access to Defog, so I'm not just reliant on Latios and possibly Gliscor for my hazard removal. But now I have an extra Defogger, and I have something that can Pursuit Trap things. Because Skuntank is pretty good at that Pursuit Trapping thing. And plus, I felt like my team really needed a Dark type, because there are a lot of Psychic types running around. Alright. And I was not the only team to make a transaction. During his bye week, Omega and the Philadelphia Tyrannitars made a transaction, transferring in Mew for Superior. Now, what he's losing in Superior is a very one-dimensional Grass-type attacker, to be quite honest. I didn't really feel like Superior fit that well on his squad, so I feel like Mew is a great addition, and what can Mew do? Honestly, whatever you want, because it gets access to, like, everything. I mean, its base stats are 100 all around, and which isn't bad, but it kind of could leave a lot to be desired. But I think Mew is going to work absolutely phenomenally for Omega. Alright, and without further ado, let's get to the matches. The first one was Iron and the Germania Nidokings versus Piptina and the Miami Manaphyst. To this match, Iron brought Mega Steelix, Nidoking, Tangrowth, Cofagrigus, Reuniclus, and Rampardos. And Piptina brought Celebi, Smeargle, Slurpuff, Mega Diancie, Azumarill, and Luvdisc. Yes, there was a Luvdisc sighting in this match. Alright, let's see. I believe this match started with Mega Steelix and Smeargle. I didn't actually rewatch the matches before I made this. I just watched them last night, so bear with me. And Smeargle pretty much just set up all over the place. It either put Mega Steelix or Nidoking to sleep with Spore at the beginning, and then it's set up for a potential Luvdisc sweep, because it had Tail Glow, Substitute, Baton Pass, as well as Spore. And he tried to do that against the Mega Steelix. He eventually Baton Passed all that stuff off to the Luvdisc. And honestly, the fact that Mega Steelix's Heavy Slam still almost O-code Luvdisc, I mean, that speaks wonders to me. And for some reason, Piptina went with Hidden Power on Luvdisc as opposed to anything else, like Water Move. So it was not able to O-code the Steelix. Steelix was left with just a little bit. And then Steelix killed Luvdisc with a Heavy Slam, I believe. If it wasn't Heavy Slam, it was like Earthquake or something weird like that. And for a lot of it, it was pretty back and forth until Piptina switched into Diancie. Diancie, as you can see, got 4 very impressive kills. Let's see. Yeah. Mega Diancie put in work for Piptina in this match, eventually dying to the Rampardos, and after that, at that point, Iron's team was whittled down enough to where Azumarill could come in and just Aqua Jet twice and destroy everything. Well, everything that was left being the Rampardos and Nidoking. For Piptina to pick up his first win of the season at a 1-0 to give Iron his first loss of the season. Oh boy, this was a really, really close match. This really could have gone either way, but in the end, Piptina preserved his Azumarill very well, and that's really what did it for him. At one point, Azumarill had lost its huge power due to Cofagrigus' Mummy ability, but then he switched the Azumarill out to preserve the huge power, and that's what ultimately did it for him, I feel like. Now, Iron by no means played bad in this match, and I have full confidence that he can come back in the future. Alright, moving on to match number 2. We have Arktos and the Green Bay Pachirisus versus Zap and the San Diego Electivires. Sorry, I forgot who this team was. Anyways, let's see. Arktos brought Mega Sharpedo, Latias, Entei, Whimsicott, Magneton, and Tentacruel, while Zap brought Scizor, Salamence, Frostlass, Ampharos, Melodic, and Heatran. And let me just say for Zap, he brought the good mons this week, and ultimately that's what did it for him. This was really just a match of Zap predicting Arktos almost to a T. Like, the way Arktos the way Zap predicted Arktos, excuse me, I don't know if I was saying that right, was just phenomenal. And I see a typo on the screen. Tentacruel had no kills and 1 death, not no kills and no deaths. Let's see, I think it died to the Ampharos. Yeah, Zap was predicting Arktos very, very well. And there was a little bit of hacks in there, which is how Magneton was able to kill Heatran. A couple of Parahaxes and a few Thunderbolts, and Heatran couldn't do anything against poor Magneton. But by the time Salamence rolled in late in the match, it was able to just sweep the rest of Arktos with 3 outrages. He got 3 turn outrages, luckily for him. And Moximents, yeah, rest in peace, Arktos, and it was a 3-0 win for Zap. Pretty much a confidence booster for Zap, as he was feeling pretty down after his loss to Omega, and he bounced back. He bounced back very well this week. I was about to say a lot, but bounced back a lot, that didn't make any sense. And Arktos, I will say this much for him: he used Mega Sharpedo correctly this week, but he was very unhappy with it. Could we see a change in the future? Perhaps. But by no means did Arktos play bad. It's just that Zap played. He's playing like his team deserves to be played, like on another level. That's just all I can say about this match. Arktos can still bounce back from this. I have full faith in him. All right, moving on to match number 3. This was Lux and the California Volbeats versus ACAT and the Columbus Chatos. To this match, Lux brought Cloyster, Drapion, Volbeat, Clefable, Mega Tyranitar, and Xatu. Excuse me. And ACAT brought Skarmory, Gastrodon, Amoonguss, Sableye, Mega Charizard X, and Umbreon. Now this match, I will say, was extremely hacks ridden, I guess you could say. I was going to say hacksy, but I wanted to try to come up with something better than that. Oh boy, this match. As you can see, Mega Charizard X wasn't nearly as dominant in this match for ACAT as it was for him against Rock. That's because, let's be real, Lux had a plan going into this. Mega Tyranitar was clearly the MVP of this match, picking up 3 kills and 1 death. It probably got a crit or 2, and there were some Parahacks thrown around by Xatu and probably Volbeat. And yeah, like I just said, all I can really say about this match is, wow, the amount of hacks that was in this match. All the replays will be in the description, so you'll be able to see exactly what I mean. But in the end, it came down to Mega Charizard X versus Clefable and Cloyster, with Mega Charizard's only attacking move being Dragon Claw, I will add. And eventually, Lux was able to switch in Cloyster safely with its Focus Sash because ACAT went for Defog, which cleared the way for Cloyster to come in, set up a Shell Smash, and finish off Mega Charizard X to give Lux a 2-0 victory. Now, you might notice a pattern here by now. Every team that won in Round 1 has lost in Round 2 so far, and every team that lost in Round 1 has won so far. Now, is that a pattern that will continue? I will just tell you right now, no, especially with this next match. Lightbird City and Rock versus Crimson and the Arizona Arcanines, Crimson's first match of the season. Alright, Rock brought Jirachi, Miltank, Mega Sceptile, Terrakion, Rotom Wash, and my mascot Diancie, while Crimson brought Infernape, Caracosta, Togekiss, Mega Manectric, Flygon, and Cradily. From the offset, it kind of looked like Rock had the advantage, to be quite honest. It took them a while to really get things going, and the early tone setter was Miltank getting the Body Slam paralysis on Infernape, and then killing it with an Earthquake after it knew it was faster. Excuse me. By that point, both sides kind of started playing a little more conservatively. And both sides just kind of kept switching, whittling the other side down, switching, healing, whatever. But eventually, Flygon was able to get a kill on... What did it get a kill on? Maybe Miltank? I don't remember. And then the momentum started to shift in Crimson's favor. Yes, Rotom was able to kill Caracosta after a Volt Switch or two. But eventually, Crimson was able to switch in his Mega Manectric, get 3 straight kills on like Jirachi, Sceptile, and I think either Terrakion or Diancie. No, it's Terrakion. And by that point, Flygon was able to come in and just clean up sweep, basically. Which, Crimson, you get my utmost respect for cleanup sweeping with my favorite Pokemon. And, long story short, that ended in a 4-0 victory for Crimson. Oh boy, this match. This was actually a pretty good match, all things considered. I mean, Rock has not played his best so far. I still think there's a lot of potential in him. He's just not playing his best right now. But Crimson, on the other hand, Crimson showed some pretty good prowess. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I remember about helping Crimson test out his team before that, using Rock's exact team the way I would have used it, and I was winning. Not to brag, but that just shows Rock's team can be good, but Crimson really showed up in this match. Alright, now the last match took forever for us to actually get started because of one person's internet issues, I guess. He was having internet issues. But it was me and Diancie United versus Meep and the Lumiose Lampants. To this match, I brought Galvantula, Mega Aggron, Latios, Victini, Gliscor, and Skuntank, while Meep brought Dragonite, Crobat, Jolteon, Mega Gyarados, Shedinja, and Magnezone. Oh boy. It started off with our electric types, Galvantula and Jolteon. I remembered from Meep's last match that he preferred the sub-baton pass wish Jolteon, so I was able to get up the sticky webs while he set up the substitute. And I had to get a little prediction happy after that. Because I know Jolteon has Volt Absorb, and I figured Meep's probably did, because a full electric immunity, why not, right? So I had to predict him to baton pass the substitute into Crobat like he did the other time. So I went for the Volt Switch at that point, and then got Mega Aggron in safely. And at that point, Mega Aggron was able to take a couple hits and get a couple kills. And of course, Meep forgot to defog everything away before he brought in Shedinja. Now by the time Mega Aggron got the 2 kills and it was 6-3 in favor of me, I believe, everyone was saying, oh, Bird's going to sweep the 6-0 with Mega Aggron. But no, I actually had a really interesting plan going into this. My plan going into this was for my Gliscor to be complete setup fodder, basically. Well, him to set up, that is. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. So once he switched in, who did he switch in? I think he switched in Jolteon or Crobat. I was able to switch in Gliscor, set up a substitute, using agility on once his Mega Gyarados came out. Now I switched in Gliscor on Crobat. He switched to Mega Gyarados. That's when I set up the substitute. I set up a agility. He set up a Dragon Dance. And then I baton passed my sub and agility to Victini, anticipating him to go for an Ice Fang, which is exactly what happened, and then the sub stayed secure. And by that point, oh boy, I just kind of finished the rest of the match with Victini, to be quite honest. I mean, I'm very surprised that Mega Gyarados didn't kill Victini in one hit with, Waterfall. But Victini was able to pull through, and yeah, I got a 6-0. What can I say after that? I kind of felt bad for me at this point because there was nothing he really could have done about his internet issues, and I kind of just went in and destroyed him anyways. Like I said in the last video, I'm really over-aggressive, and it really, really showed in this match. I mean, my plan for Skuntank, I really brought Skuntank in case he brought Ditto, to be quite honest, because Ditto could have really wrecked my whole setup strategy, because it could have transformed into my Victini. My Victini had Shadow Ball, and he could have just Choice Scarf Shadow Ball me into Oblivion. And that's kind of why I picked up Skuntank like right before this match. I saw, oh wait, I have a problem here. So Skuntank could have pursued him. and then life would have been happy. But it didn't matter, it wasn't needed, so yeah. Alright, now moving on to the standings. I claim first place with 2 wins, no losses, and a +10 differential. After one match, Crimson jumped into second place with 1 win, no loss, and a +4 differential. Omega's in third place with 1 win, no loss, and a +1 differential. ACAD has 1 win, 1 loss, and a +4 differential. Zap has 1 win, 1 loss, and a +2 differential. Iron has 1 win, 1 loss, and a +1 differential. Sorry. And both of Lux and Arktos have 1 win, 1 loss, and a -1 differential. Lux only being ahead by alphabetical order of team. That's really all I divided it by. Alright, and rounding off the 1-1 club is Piptina with 1 win, 1 loss, and a -3 differential. Alright, then comes Meep with no wins, 2 losses, and a -8 differential. And in last place, Rock and Leopard City with no wins, 2 losses, and a -10 differential. So yeah, that was Season 1, Round 2 of the SBL. Any other questions and comments or concerns can be left in the comments. All battle replays will be in the description, and I will see you guys next time.